this made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
What it do, people? You're now tuned in.
Popovich.
Popovich
TV.
TV.
Oh yeah.
We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To everybody else, you already know. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. And we in the end game because Hov once rapped, I'm a survivor. Plus I'm liver than most. Out on bail, 50,000, still riding with toast. I don't want to collide with folk, but I don't want folk taking Jigga for joke. I guess you niggas is woke. Good morning. And then R. Kelly comes singing his ass in like, you can't touch me, no, you can't touch me. Jigga, Kelly, not guilty. I got all of my money. Jigga, Kelly, not guilty. Like one of Hov, songs with R. Kelly before they decided to do the best of both worlds. Niggas like, oh, this shit hitting when we rhyme together. Know what I mean? That, you know what I mean? Like, that Fiesta joint. After the party, it's the after, like, niggas put out the hits. Like, oh, we'd do a whole album together. We'll crush them. And when you put the beat on, I'm not shocked and I'm amazed. Obviously, y'all know the slogan. And what I mean by that is, one, I'm not shocked that ultimately Hov was hit with the label, not the charges, the label. And as the climate of all, secrets will be exposed, you know what I mean? Cat Williams memes spinning in the clip, him saluting with the bottle and the spirits, right? And I'm not shocked and amazed that stuff like this goes on. And I just waited a few days before I was going to jump on the topic, you know what I mean, and get my two thoughts into the situation. And it's going to be spinning in the clip, make no mistake about it. Like Hov is, LeBron James, Michael Jackson, Chris Browns, and, the Diddy's and, the Snoop Dogs, etc. Been in the hip hop and in the industry for over 20 years now, like putting it down. One of the best, if not the best for some on the East Coast. Maybe, Hov have been getting a lot of disrespect lately with he ain't really that nice, but I'm not surprised as the label came. And we've been hearing rumbles from the Jaguar Rice to other people to the fucking, the Dionne Warwick, rest in peace. You know what I mean? The psychic chick, whoever she is. Like, oh yeah, about September, October, woo, 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 and ah. But now that it's here, Hov did respond. Now that the theatrics is out the way, y'all know I be being funny, but I'm not. He answered in true fashion, and the way I would have answered. I'm definitely, gonna defend my honor, gonna defend my character and who I am as a human. You know what I mean? And I'm saying that to say, like, this is why some people self-delete after they get caught for being exposed for living one way when on the outside they was living, they were said to be living one way, but then on the back office, you know what I mean? Or in the back office, I should say, Paul Zellini, you was living another way and then you get outed and then you want to self-delete because that smudge to you in your mind, the shame of it all, being labeled that. Obviously, anything with the kids, and even Scarface, who I quote a lot, like, you know what I mean? Like, you seen Scarface, but you ain't see the end of the movie. How he was laying in the pool full of his own blood. But even him, and he's considered a gangster, right? Had principles, morals, even though he shot his best man for popping his sister. He like, yo, I ain't gonna kill the women and the kids. Like, and there's some people that's like Method Man character and Billy. You know what I mean? You going to seek revenge, so you take it out on Keisha and whip her ass. Like, you know what I mean? Whip the skin off her ass, even though she fought back. You know what I mean? But kids should always be off limits. And then when you hear charges like this, it could be the worst. So of course he got to come out swinging. Then he pop up at the Mustafa, you know what I mean, movie joint. And I guess this is the sequel of Simba and the Lion King continues. Disney smart for that. They always go and rope something, and that's how the rich get rich. They come up with an idea, then they build upon that idea and make it have legs and trees and branches so you can keep eating off these merrily streams. That's a whole reference, right? And so he come out, show face, Beyonce, you know what I mean, in all her glory, you know, Blue, she in the movie, and Beyonce just sponsored the last one or did the soundtrack or did some shit on Disney or Netflix, right? And then it's all 360. Like, damn, right after your birthday, you know what I mean? Boom. You know, all these things start popping up. And, you know, whether the lawyer is a scumbag or not, I don't know, because I don't know none of these people. You know, Stephen A. came out like, yeah, I knew Jay-Z for 25 years. He would never, right? And my thing is, you know, besides the some of the holes in the, you know, the lawsuit to me, 13-year-old who brought you there, you know, then you got Larry Johnson. I respect him as a running back. You know what I mean? Obviously one of the nicest. Didn't know he was running through these YouTube streets and these, you know what I mean, social media platforms talking about stuff like this at these parties and all that. But I wouldn't be shocked and amazed at nobody because I don't put nobody on the pedestal. You know, in the good book, it says the soul is prone to do evil. We all prone to do evil. We all could do the unthinkable, all of us, if the right circumstances or if the right, you know what I mean, thing happens that'll trigger some shit like that. You know what I mean? And so can't put it past for the people that we know their integrity, we know their history. Yeah, that'll give you cause for pause. But when it comes to anything like this, it's always, you know, innocent until proven guilty for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care how many, you know, people come out or whatever, because we see the play often too many times. We see it now. This shit is like clear as day. We can see what's going on for the money grab. And like you said, if it's that serious and we want real justice, so let's get this motherfucker in jail, whoever he is. Then people bringing up Beyonce was young, Foxy was young. She came out and said, you know, the opposite of what the public is saying. You know, we don't know people real ages. They be lying. You know what I mean? We do know R. Kelly was with Aaliyah young. Rest in peace, huh? You know what I mean? We do know that. But, you know, especially women, they lie about their age. You know what I mean? They older than what they are, but they're going to say if they look younger still and they look, you know, like they still could swing it, then they're going to bring their age down some. You know what I mean? I respect it. You know what I'm saying? And men, on the other hand, they tell their age if they feel they, you know what I mean, a cat daddy and you still look good. You know what I mean? And you can swing it with the younger joints. Like, you know what I mean? Why? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be like, nah, I'm my age. I'm distinguished. You want some distinguished gentleman type shit. And you become, you know what I mean, the illest nigga in Nebraska. Or rather, the most interesting man in the world, I should say. But back to Hov, did he look bad coming out? You being accused of these charges. Your daughter is around the same age that this alleged incident took place. But I do agree, like, where you at? Same thing with Ime Udoka. You know, the Boston Celtics coach who they fired after just going to the finals. You know what I mean? That should never happen in history. All over some Bunningtons, like some buns. And, you know, Malika Andrews and a lot of other people like Stephen A.
Further blame women.
No, I mean, that should always have me die. Like, listen, Stephen A., we not here to blame more women. Like, she took that shit to the heart. Like, Stephen A. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is hilarious. I had to laugh at that one. But her, other people, like, yo, we don't want to bring up the names, make Jalen Rose apologize, etc. You know what I mean? Right after the halftime show, here you go. I'm now made aware of my mistakes. Listen, we want to know all the parties involved if some injustice was taking place. You know what I mean? And we know women been lying since the days of Yusuf. I just spoke about this story where the king, you know, wife wanted Yusuf. Youthfulness, handsome, spry, filled with vigor. You know what I mean? And past the wine cooler, you big back like, you jingling, baby. What's what it's hitting for? And he like, nah, I can't, you know what I mean? The king brought me in, fed me, gave me position and power. I can't pop you even though I know you on my body. And he tried to get away from her. And she was like, nah, you're going to make me look bad. I'm going to send you in prison until you give me what I want. And he went to prison. You know what I mean? And not 2 years later was he cleared. So, you know, this just a money grab. I see whoever, if this happened in 2000, they saying, she's 13, I mean, she's 27 now, right? No, I mean, she's 37. You lived the whole life. Let's see your face. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if other people was there that could recant your story and corroborate it. Or this shit is just blowing smoke up, you know what I mean? Like you just, And the lawyer dude, I'm not surprised none of this stuff happening. That's why the thing is with real victims, like Kendrick said, I'm tired of these emotional, dumb, something ass bitches. Like it's a difference between real victims and you people that's playing the role. You saturating the market. And so that the real grape kits and all that can't get through because it's backlog with a whole bunch of jump offs lying. You know what I mean? Like, come on. And I'm not saying that that's the case for him. I don't know if he did anything or not. This may not be the one. You know what I mean? They trying to get him for, he might be guilty of some other shit. I don't know. As far as the music, obviously, Hove, I'm a fan. Definitely got him in my top 5, Dead or Alive. That's just off one LP. On the outside, questionable moves, or why he didn't do this, or is he part of the Illuminati, like he said on the song with Rick Ross, you know what I mean? Oh, it gotta be the Illuminati if a nigga rich, or with some shit, that's some nigga shit, like a nigga just can't be who he is, you know what I mean? And like he rapped, like I said, Hov is one of the best, so I could call Hov all day, but it's like I'm already gone, like, you know what I mean? I'm already home, and y'all still try to push me in. He one of the few, like Nas, don't got no social media accounts at all. He be out the way. And yet people still, talk about him, whether justified or not. Is he guilty of this shit? Then bring the charges. And he definitely deserved to be staked to the cross, just like anybody else that violate kids or anybody else that's with the fuckery. That's how I see it. Ain't nobody untouchable. Nobody's untouchable. And we should have the same energy for everybody. But now we understand, you know what I mean? Oh, just a little bit. And I already said that Kendrick won the battle with Drake. But I'd be mad too if niggas' favorite line was, she's a minor. Like niggas know you for that. And that's not even the truth. I'd be super tight. And that's why nobody want to be called no rat, no, homosexual if that's not your lifestyle. And nobody definitely want to be labeled as doing nothing foul to no kids. Some people put it all on the line. Like I'm crashing out now. Now y'all playing with the wrong one or the right one. You know what I mean? Like, here I go with X said, knock at the precinct. Heard you motherfuckers is looking for me. Here I go, now you coming with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like whoever it is, blow, you know what I mean? Blow the gun and put the blow in his lap. Walk up to the courtroom like, nah, bitch, I did that. Ain't no black power when your son killed by a coward on some Kendrick Lamar shit. Like, yeah, some people gonna take it there when you violate their honor. And some people be like, nah, it's not even that serious. Stay free. But it's like, nah, don't tag me with certain jackets, my nigga or shorty. Don't put that on me. Be stand up. Be true. Stop fucking lying. You know what I mean? And so that's my stance for now. We're going to watch and see how it unfold. I'm definitely curious to see. You see 50 Cent making jokes and he trolling and a lot of people wasn't feeling it. And, this shit going to stay spinning in the clip, as I like to say, as the days go on until the case is resolved. Just like Diddy, even though he locked up, you know what I mean? They won't let him out. We hear about him every day. New cases, there's shit going on in the background. Names and lists still not coming out. Like all this shit is going to be a never ending story. And we're going to see how it is. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid.